All right, welcome everybody. This is going to be another Thursday evening of Tudor or not Tudor. Here to break down the press conference and just kind of some of the staffing changes that Tudor's brought in with the new everything. And apparently, people are already jizzing their pants for it. And here to not jizz with us is Dave and David.
Yeah.
Um, maybe I already did it today, and I don't need to do it again.
That's why your camera's always above your waist. Makes sense.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
boy.
myself, I am a very pragmatic German. There's not a lot that can hype me up.
You're about to
And
say a
yeah,
pragmatic jizzer. I'm a pragmatic jizzer.
no, but yeah, I don't give a shit about what the coach says in press conferences. So yeah, sorry everybody.
We'll talk about it anyways, guys. Before we dive right into it, please subscribe. All the socials down in the description. That's X, Instagram, link into our Spotify, and the link into the community, the Discord server, as well as our membership. And let's not forget, F1 Fantasy is ongoing. It's not too late to join because most of us are in the negative because fuck Ferrari. So not too late, guys. And that's all found in the Discord or hit us up on socials. That being said,
You swore before me. I'm honored.
we were talking about jizz, so really?
But you could take it in multiple ways.
Speaking
Literally.
speaking of jizz, I saw this just now, so let's go hot. What do we think? What do we think?
I hate it. I sent it to Sir, Jeff, and Bash like 2 months ago, I believe. And
Yeah, we had
God,
the early renders, and these are like,
yeah. I'm not getting that. Sorry.
yes, maybe it looks better in person. This is very
And
digitized.
I spent a shit ton of money on jerseys, but I'm not getting that one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we'll see. I am not quite sold. It's very clearly a digital representation, and like the lines around his neck, it's just like slap his face on. They didn't even try that hard on this one.
Yeah,
But
the jersey is a goddamn barcode.
Why? Yeah, I was gonna say, but also, why use the image with his tongue sticking out like that? Like, couldn't they pick
Because
a better image?
that's what they want to talk about him, man. They're
yeah,
placing him as the next hero. So
yeah. You know what? Now that you said barcode, I can't unsee it.
Yeah,
It's ruined.
I
And you whatever hope I had for this kid, it's now ruined.
hey, that's why I'm here.
Pragmatic
Get in
Germans
the
at his
comments.
finest.
Get in the comments. Let us know what you guys
Yeah.
think. But clearly, we're not the biggest fans of that.
Sorry, didn't want to ruin your fun.
No, that's all right. I mean, that's fine. It's fun talking about kids. We like doing that.
Yeah.
So, Igor Tudor today had his first press conference. And I guess interesting on different levels.
This is Sparta. That's all I got from that.
Well, I think what people are getting worked up on is the fact that he cried a little bit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, is this something we get worked up over?
I don't know.
It's
Like,
damn press conferences. I don't care if he smiles, if he laughs, if he cries, if he's intense, it's a press conference. We are not winning or losing from that, man. You are not winning. Like if you watch training clips or stuff like that, that will maybe give you a bit of an insight of how intense of a person he is. But don't get worked up with all these press conferences. And yes, every single coach repeats all the same thing the whole damn time, except for when you're Jose Mourinho or Diego Simeone and you just trash other clubs and referees and stuff like that. But otherwise, everybody else is repeating the same thing over and over again. So chill with those
I
press
don't mind that he's showing some emotion and some connection for the club. I think that's the biggest takeaway from it is that
I don't mind it either. It's just I don't care.
it's a refreshing change from Mata at the very least.
Yeah.
I don't know. On one hand, like it's cool. The other, whatever.
I'm fine with him reminiscing, right? Like I don't mind. It's again, Tudor's breaking the ice. It's fine. What he is saying is fine. But my issue is like people are kind of going over there and just like, oh bravo, it's theater, it's cinema. Like it's like, dude, I've given speeches like this at pressers for the past 6 months. I'm like, hey, yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was an intern doing this, and now I'm here, and yada yada yada. It's professional speak. Like it is. I say that 90% of the time if I'm speaking at a conference or something like that when I'm introducing myself. It's all he's doing. And it's again, people are just kind of like, oh, that's my guy. That's this and this. And it's like, Jesus Christ, it is
It's
just an introductory press conference. Chill the hell out because the problem is again is if you glaze these conferences, you glaze these speeches where they're not meant to be glazed. It's just something to break the ice, change the mood, and then you put this false hope or you put this false everything on this guy, and then it doesn't perform, and then you're completely flipped on the opposite end of the
Hmm.
spectrum, right? So for me, it's like it's great. I understand he's gonna it's common sense. The dude used to play during the golden era of Juve. Of course, he's gonna reference Del Piero. He's gonna
yeah,
reference Lippi. Like what kind of
absolutely.
like his agent would probably tell him, hey, in your presser, you should say this.
Yeah.
Yeah, or his
Like
publicist. These guys sometimes have publicists.
whoever they have, right? It's
Mhm.
hey, you should probably say this. And he's like, yeah, I'm definitely going to because again, he referenced Del Piero, he referenced Lippi, he referenced other players. It's a known commodity. I don't understand why everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's Juventino and Juventina and yada yada yada. Of course, dude, he
E-
played for the club during the golden era. It's the
Even
best.
so,
It's the highlight of his career.
he showed that he was human at the very least. And again, that was something that lacked with Mata.
Oh,
Even when he
absolutely.
got fired, he was just emotionless. He's not human. How could he be? He's an Interista. He's not human.
There it is. It's
So I mean, it's refreshing.
it's
That's
no,
what I
yeah.
take away from it.
I'm not hating on the speech. The speech is fine. The speech is totally
Mm.
fine. I think it's again, let's not take it for more than what it is.
Yeah,
Let's just
and that's
take it
fair.
for
That's
what it
fair.
is.
It
That's it.
is a press conference. Yeah, he teared up a
It's
little bit talking about Lippy. Yeah, I mean, cool.
yeah, because you know what happens is if he flops, guess what? Guys like me will sit there and be like, "Didn't y'all glaze this guy for crying?" And guess what? He gave you a shitty product.
Dash is already printing receipts. Hasn't even started yet.
It's that's what I look at it from that perspective, where I'm just kind of like, okay, you've completely idolized this human being because he teared up and gave a heartfelt speech, and then he doesn't perform. Then what?
Yeah, yeah. We again cautious optimism, right? We don't want to completely
Wait,
glaze things. We just want
exactly.
to approach it at face value. Is
Because
really what we're doing.
because the main thing is like the argument that I'm seeing now is everyone's like, "Oh gosh, Juventus is back. Make Juve great again." The new notion that they're stealing, and it's like, how is it great again? Like we haven't even played a single game.
We have to just get our heads above the water. Like you can't make it great. We just have to float.
Hold your horses.
Yeah, let's
There's
one
no
step at a time. Really,
Tudor, and I hate to break this to people, but Tudor isn't going to make Juve great again.
he's gonna
He's
get us
not.
out of a tough time. Hopefully,
He will hit the objective that we were supposed to hit, and nothing else. And then it's dependent on whether or not your sporting director is going to grow a pair of balls and be competent over the summer
or get fired
or get fired. One of the
because
two.
that's apparently a possibility now. News coming out.
No, absolutely.
It
And
should be
deservedly so.
like no, it should be now sink or swim, in my opinion. Like either he proves himself or like I'm willing to give him the next summer because he at least corrected his coaching decision, even though that it cost the club now double-digit millions. Okay, you made a very expensive mistake,
He did.
Well,
but no, but now he has to prove himself in the summer, man.
but now
But
here's the thing too, and
but
we'll
here's the
use
other.
this.
Go
Sorry,
ahead,
Dash,
Chris.
you cook, but I want to transition
Yeah,
to another little side topic.
exactly. Fair enough. But like again, Tudor wasn't his guy. Like
Like,
he's been
yeah,
stripped effectively of coach selection. He's been stripped of powers.
Yeah,
So like it was more of an Elkin canning Motta than it was Gentoli canning him.
it may very well be,
So
and just
and again, allegedly, right? Gentoli wanted Mancini, and the board was like, "Fuck no."
well,
So
Mancini, and even his let's say scout, his agent. Sorry, Mancini's agent today kind of mentioned it and was like, yeah, I mean, that doesn't really make sense. Just 4-month contract. Like that's not something we would do.
Exactly.
And more recent news as well, we'll flex a little bit here, that kind of puts Gintoli and his project under fire a little bit more. Don't put fire to your farts, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the best
But
part.
that's the Dean Huijsen situation now, that Chelsea, Liverpool, Real Madrid, they're all looking $60-80 million. Yeah, we get 10%, sure. But as Dave has continuously gone on about it, and I think even you, Dash, everyone has, you got rid of the starlet, didn't replace him with anything, and panic buyed Lord Kelly.
Yeah.
That's not going to go away.
That's
and we
sackable.
are a broken record. It's not going away though.
That is a sackable offense.
Mm-hmm.
I said that.
It is, yeah, it's a sackable offense. Again, if you replaced Huijsen with a suitable replacement, I would have been fine. I would have been perfectly fine, but you didn't. Because, come on, honestly, in my opinion, I don't think Dean Huijsen's going to be like this world-class center back. I mean, yeah, he's having a great season, but I don't think he's going to be, this elite defender.
But this is what happens. They have that great season, and then their sophomore season, kind of like
slump.
Yeah.
But I mean, in theory, right? If he goes for 60 to 70 million, that's 7 million in the coffers, and his overall transfer total goes to like 25, 26 million. So I'm not upset at it from the financial perspective. Like, I would understand it. My only issue is that you didn't get a suitable replacement, and apparently, allegedly, Mota didn't like him and was like, "You need to sell this guy because I don't like him." And this is where I think it's pathetic by Gintoli, where Gintoli was like, "Oh, Mota didn't want him, so I had to sell him." Well, you're the sporting director. You're his boss. It's your job to say, "Hey,
yeah, he's a cuck apparently.
You need to make this work, right?" Because, like, for example, if Mota didn't want Koopmeyers, but you bought him anyways, and then Mota didn't want Huijsen and you sold him, that doesn't make sense to me.
What doesn't make sense to me, and I hate this in the business world, and I hear this often, where they'll be like, "Oh, this guy sucks, this, that." I was like, "Oh, really? I have no problem getting him to work for me and doing whatever I ask him to. So who's the problem?"
It's generally you.
I don't have to like the guy. I might hate the motherfucker, but I got to work with him. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh no, you have to fire him. I don't get along with him." No, that means I should get fired because I'm an idiot that can't work with people. Pretty straightforward, I think.
Oh, very.
Anyhow, that's the situation, and we'll see this summer because Gintoli is not going anywhere yet. That's for sure. So that's probably maybe even after the Club World Cup. I don't know. I don't know when they decide to do that. Would a sporting director getting fired when there's a CWC going on? Would it even matter?
Does the CWC even matter at this point?
The thing is, you usually, if you're a professionally run club, you prepare the Mercato months in advance. Like, you know the positions you need. For example, we know we will get Bremer back, but we will more likely than not lose Renato Vega, for example, back to Chelsea because we don't have an obligation there. And I don't know if they want to do a deal then with Chelsea until I don't know.
It'd be stupid. I'm sorry, it'd be stupid to purchase him out.
Yeah. Or is the option Hanko, because all of that fun cooled down today. All of a sudden.
Yeah, all of a sudden there's like, no, nothing's happening.
No, but usually you're preparing Mercato in advance. So we should be honestly the players we want should be lined up by now. We should have, like, usually you speak 2 to 3 months before the season ends with the clubs to feel things out, check the valuation and all of that stuff.
And even if Gintoli did this at this point, though, and we fire him, like,
no, but I mean
happening behind the scenes.
No, but I know, but what I'm saying is, at this point, if Gintoli already talked to a couple of the clubs, then you have the base work done already. So then, even if he gets sacked and that player is still an option, you can still continue the negotiations.
Sure, perhaps, unless, of course, the next coach says, oh, this is useless.
Exactly, and then he
Because
says,
it's
"No, I
Monta's
don't want it."
system. This is for a
Well,
272 that doesn't
well,
even
the-
exist. You know?
Yeah, well, the problem is everything's kind of fucked right now because
Yeah.
Tudor is not going to be your long-term coach, and he might be, he might not be. So you don't even know
Yeah.
who your next manager is going to be.
That's
So
what I'm saying. Like you say like
transfer market, transfer market, you're fucked until May. You won't have an idea until end of May.
no, honestly, I
Yeah.
think that's the case because you can say properly run club. I don't think it matters how properly from this point forward we can run this club. We've just shot ourselves in the dick, and we kind of
Yeah,
says have to wait.
Yeah, no, that is true. But honestly, but you should have something planned. It's
You
not that.
should.
When do
Yes,
we
I agree.
ever-
You should. Now,
Lloyd Kelly is all
Dude,
you
we
need to know
had.
about things having
I
planned.
swear, I wanted to go to that one as well. We had months and months to plan
Just
our
walk-
breakup,
just
and
walk away
what
from
we
that
ended
one.
up was
Don't stress
Lloyd
yourself.
Kelly.
Lloyd Kelly for the same amount that you could get Hanko for, allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
Got there.
But we should mention, though, talking about transfer markets, the FIGC has officially come out with the dates here with that Club World Cup. Extra little transfer market. They're opening June 1st to the 10th. So that's
Doesn't matter. We'll still get a shitty player on loan with an obligation to buy because Gentile sucks.
And this is general interest, all right? It's just so you know, June 1st, it's opening for 10 days.
Honestly, if you want a window to implement, I don't know. Let's say it is Hanko, right? Because I don't have any we don't have any other names for center backs right now. Like for a couple of months, we didn't hear anything concrete. Let's say he is the chosen one. I think the chance to get a player before the Club World Cup is higher than getting him after, because for the player to play at the Club World Cup, to maybe make a name of himself, and it's always the Euros, Copa America, World Cup, and all of those tournaments where certain players are raising their valuation on the transfer market. So yeah, the chance of getting, I think the chances of getting players before the Club World Cup is significantly higher.
I just want to point out
10 days.
One of our targets is going to drop an off over here.
I've check how many games he played. That's a fun stat.
Appearances 19.
Yeah.
Not the worst, but not what you expected.
In something above 30 to 35 games, 19 appearances. I don't know.
Carabao. He's got 2 appearances in the Carabao. They're playing with the likes of Federico Chiesa and other players we don't know anything about. Sorry, that was our Chiesa dig for the show. That's it's kind of like Seinfeld, where there's always a Superman reference somewhere.
Yeah, that has to be somewhere, right?
Yeah, right. Got the notes on screen too. Awesome.
Oh, you have my. Why do you have my? That was my notes. Those are my notes, guys.
He's like, huh? What? Porn?
You see, we are really prepared.
Yeah, see, that's how we prepare people.
Yeah. Except I never changed the title. So it's from 2 weeks ago.
Headless chicken.
Yeah.
Bobless cock.
Yeah, that was just before he got. So, well, I mean, you saw my notes now. I guess you know what's coming up. And that's the VAR situation. And all I gotta say is goddamn finally. So I'll just read it out here from Nico Schira. Italian turning point for VAR. Starting from the semifinals of the Italian Cup, the referees will explain the VAR decisions at the stadium through, I love this translation, the diffusion of the audio signal.
What the fuck does that mean?
It's wrong. No, you don't diffuse an audio signal. It's they're broadcasting it out. They're gonna go over the speakers and tell you what the fuck, like a la the NFL.
Yeah.
When they make a call, they face the camera, face the crowd. They tell, "Hey, this is the call. This is why." And I love it.
I like
they
that. Yeah.
Can't hide. There's no more hiding from this because
then at least you figure out why the referees are done.
well, and they have to kind of expose their bias or eliminate their bias.
Oh yeah.
And I think obviously you would have to eliminate your bias because, if there's a clear and obvious miscall and you're explaining this miscall as everyone, and I'm going to assume now the broadcast will then be more open to showing the call because it's now explained and transparent. So why would they not show it? And you have to wait for some asshole with his cell phone on his screen that's mounted 10 feet into the fucking ceiling on an angle to say, oh yeah, look at that. Look. Oh yeah, it was offside. No, we can actually see it for reals. So I'm actually ecstatic about this. This is the one piece of news this week that gets me going.
They tried it in the German, like in the DFB Pokal, the German
Yeah, I
Cup.
thought they did. Yeah, okay, so it was the Pokal.
Honestly, there was nothing too controversial. That's why it didn't have a big effect. But you gain the most from it when you have actually a controversial call. I don't know, a handball call where it's weird hand position, where you can argue it's natural or unnatural. It will come handy in those instances. Come handy. I saw their smile immediately there.
Oh yeah, you get a little handy there, eh?
But yeah, it will not change a lot, but it will help us, I guess, to understand what at least what these shitty refs are thinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that gets me going so hard. Okay, guys, it's a light news week. We will pregame though. Was there any other points that you guys saw kind of fun?
No, I don't think so.
We won't go over.
Just don't get cooked by Moretti. That's my pregame.
Oh no, apparently he's injured. No, he's not.
Okay. Because could you imagine you get 3-0'd by Genoa and Moretti gives 2 assists? Then all the happy Tudor posts go down the drain.
Yeah, that it would real quick. I wouldn't be able to help but laugh in that. Just like I laughed against Fiorentina. It's just it's a little awkward, a little inappropriate, but that's what would happen.
At some point, you're just broken, right? And I don't know what to do else. Yeah.
So let's see if they actually have him down as
Sometimes
injured.
Just gotta laugh it off, right?
Yeah, so he's not officially listed as injured, Moretti, but Balotelli. I was hoping to actually get. I wanted him to cuck off so much this year, but no, you had to fail me, Mario Balotelli. They actually have more injured people out than we do, and they have a red card as well. Kind of cool.
I was gonna say, I'm like, there's no way in hell Balotelli's still on that roster.
Oh, he is, and he's way overweight. If you saw images of him.
Let's see, 27 years, 180 centimeters. Where's your fatness?
No, I mean Balotelli.
Oh, Balotelli.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought I heard Caracol, but anyways, he's.
It doesn't have his weight. It has his height, though.
Let's see. Oh, God. In 2018, he was 12 kilograms overweight. Okay, so nothing. He's not overweight in Genoa. This is a little rude, isn't it? So, hold on. He's not playing football because he has a broken hand.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder what he's been doing.
You kidding me, man? You don't need your hands. Tie behind your back. Run. Use your face and feet.
He needs his hand to pull his shirt up,
Oh boy. So here we are in 5th, just behind Bologna. Sausage number 1. We're going up against sausage number 2 in 12th place. So not a direct competitor. Mixed up form here. We have the new coach power up. We have to win the next 2 games because we got the power up.
It's like a perk in fantasy.
Well, you should have won the next 2 games with or without the new coach boost. So you have to
That's
win it
besides
anyway.
the point.
Nothing changed.
No, nothing changed.
Could you imagine that we don't get the new coach boost and we just lose? And I'm just kind of like, at this point, I'm just like, I'm done.
It would be a very tough pill to swallow. I am a little excited because there is this new blood, this breath of fresh air happening on Saturday.
Yeah.
And
Like,
it's happening on Saturday, so I can actually have a Sunday for once as well because there's no race. Like this is a brilliant weekend. I'm loving it. So it needs to go right for the sake of my mental health.
just for the sake of me being just the devil here, but like, what happens if we lose and Roma, Bologna, and Fiorentina all win?
Shut your whore mouth.
I'm just saying.
I
Could you
don't know what-
imagine that? Could you imagine that? I would just die laughing because then all the Tudor Glazers would be like,
The glaze is melting already.
it's already over their face.
But what are you going to do? Like, will we fire another coach?
You'd have to. I mean, it's a lost cause at this point. Who
Yeah.
honestly,
it's-
who else would come in for
It's
a
just
handful
for
of
me.
games?
I don't know. I'm just really irritated with Juve because they did a full blown like marketing production suite of Tudor like walking on the pitch and all these other interviews and stuff like that. And it's like, it's in season. How do you have time to do this?
They schedule it.
Like I said, it's just like this isn't the time to do this sentimental like marketing approach with Tudor this and Tudor that. Like, dude, he's a ferryman coach. Like the fact that
They're
you've wasted
hyping.
budget,
It's the hype train, man.
it's
Maybe
so
that's
stupid.
is
It's
that an
so
emoji we can get? We need a
stupid.
hype. We need some way to get a hype train like moving across the screen.
To me, it's ridiculously stupid.
Yeah.
Like, why would worst case scenario you fire him in 4 months? Why would you even do this whole package for him?
This is
like-
just the state of affairs. This is how
like-
this is how the
like-
world runs right now.
Like German Dave, like would Hertha Berlin do anything stupid like this?
Please say yes.
I said yes.
Did you? Oh, but he's
We
he
fired
did.
we fired our coach in early was it early March or late February? Because the players didn't seem to respond to him tactically. And we had lots of ball possession, no end product though. We had like a couple of key injuries, and yeah, guess where I heard that story before.
Mhm.
And we fired the coach, got another coach, defensive genius. We then proceeded to lose a game. What was it? 4-1 or 3-0 versus a very, very small team. So yeah, no, but we kind of figured it out and won the last game 5-1. God knows why. So it's up in the air. I don't know if we have a new coach bounce. We certainly didn't have it in the first couple of games, but things seem under control now. But yeah, I don't know. If you don't get an energy boost from Tudor right now, then you will never get it.
No,
no.
you won't.
No,
But
I mean, it's now or never.
it's just for me, it's weird because he's like, there's a video of him walking around the stadium. Whoa, what a stadium! It's like, bro, you were Pirlo's assistant. You were there before. Like, it's not your first time there.
Yeah, and I was thinking this, like, man, you have been here before, right? Like, this is
Yeah.
nothing new.
This isn't new. You were the assistant coach. You
We
were the second in
all
command.
of us know why that is happening. Just for people to go live on YouTube and glaze him for his how he speaks, for how he speaks about the club, his behavior in the press conference. It's getting everybody on the side. That's it.
Speaking of a bit of glaze, I know you guys are a little nerdy,
Are we
Dash
speaking about
especially.
donuts again?
I could go for some
No.
donuts.
Studio Ghibli. You guys hear about that with
Nope.
OpenAI?
No, I did
Yeah,
not.
apparently, like everyone's just pumping out Studio Ghibli. I don't know much about it. That's why I'm kind of asking. I know there's anime/hentai people on this channel, so maybe you can get into the comments.
He said hentai.
I mean, I'm gonna assume that if you like one, you like the other. I don't know. Am I off base?
No. I'm not funny. Like I only watch animes. I'm not into hentai. Sorry. I have to reject that accusation firmly.
Get in the comments and let me know. I'm interested. So, no, and tell me about the Studio Ghibli, right? Because apparently,
And if the answer is yes, what movie do you like?
give me suggestions as well as Dash. He still needs suggestions of things to watch in his downtime.
I do.
or his uptime. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm
yeah,
bored.
Studio Ghibli is apparently getting ripped off by OpenAI. Like their images are just getting pumped out into Studio Ghibli style, and yeah, I guess OpenAI is in a bit of trouble for it, for just copyrighting the shit out of things. I thought I'd mention it because I thought you nerds would know a little more, but I guess
No, I'm not
It's
into all that backroom stuff. Studio Ghibli is the one that's doing One Piece, right?
no, that's
Oh.
Wit Studio
Oh.
and Toei Animation. Toei's doing the
Oh,
weekly
yeah.
release.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know
Toei's doing the
why I
week.
confused them.
Yeah, Studio Ghibli is they did late 80s, early 90s animation. They don't really do much now.
okay. Well, I don't know. See, I'm an idiot. Maybe you guys can
Yeah,
call me in the comment
I've
as
seen
well.
I've seen the pictures of what they're doing. That's almost like, again, that's like late 80s, early 90s style animation.
Okay.
But you want to know another useless stat that got published? Speaking of Tudor, apparently among the coaches with more than 50 Serie A matches in the last 90 years, Igor Tudor is the one with the highest percentage of games as a substitute during the season. So you guys just glazed him for being a caretaker. 59 of 69 matches in Serie A, he was a substitute manager.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, let's keep this into context, everyone.
Oh, you're right. It was those late 90s movies like Mononoke,
Yeah.
and all of that stuff.
Yeah,
You're
I'm bringing up here. Had to there. Yeah, OpenAI CEO responds to Chat GPT users creating Studio Ghibli style AI images. It's like they're doing a good job from what I know of what it is. Yeah, we don't steal people's content. Sure, okay, whatever. Look at my thumbnail. I don't give a fuck. I'm pro AI because I am not an artist. I suck, so I will let the computer do the magic. Hate me for it. I mean, or just come here and give me art lessons. I'll take those two, one or the other. Otherwise, clearly, a bit light on the news this week. We waffled for a few more minutes just to kind of get us over the line.
It's just the one last thing I would talk about is this right here. And honestly, I don't know what to do with the lineup because Cambiaso is questionable right now.
He's
So
trending more than likely out.
that
Yeah, him and
takes
Dougie
him
are done.
basically out. So yeah, what are we gonna do? Because we are missing somebody here.
Weah or McKenny. They'll figure it out.
Yeah,
McKenny can play anywhere.
That's what
Are
it's
we
looking like.
then?
It's gonna be
Will we
way
then
up.
have inverted Weah or McKenny because just he can
McKenny
play
on the left because
everywhere?
McKenny will play wherever he needs to.
And he played on the left as well already.
Mhm.
So would be
Yeah,
this
that's
then,
easy
right?
one. Yeah.
You know the
All right,
crazy
then
thing.
our lineup. Oh, or will we do something crazy like this? Hold up.
Yeah, that's also an option.
So,
There's the
that's
problem of
what I
doing this
mean.
on Thursdays, right? We're just kind of guessing instead of getting the proposed lineups.
I think that's what's gonna happen more than likely. Colo and
3-5-2?
Vlahovic together. Yeah, 3-5-2.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Dusan hat trick.
Coming off that brace. International break. Big.
He had a
Oh, it was
brace?
brace.
I
He
thought it was
scored
one.
one was
Did he get a
offside,
brace?
and he scored. No, he scored one, I believe. One was offside.
Offside.
Oh,
The
maybe,
other one he
maybe.
scored in garbage time.
Oh, maybe because when I was looking at it, the ticker live, it said two, and probably got called back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, one of them was offside.
Yeah. His 1.5 goals, whatever.
Yep.
It's fantastic. He was playing against some Eastern European country that no one gives a shit about.
Wasn't it Montenegro? Who
I
was
don't
he
even
playing?
know.
No, it was Austria. It was against Austria.
Yeah, they're decent. They're decent.
Austria,
nobody
yeah.
cares.
So,
And will we see co-miners again, or will we see?
You'll probably see both. Whoever starts, I don't know, but probably both.
It wouldn't make sense to run both Thuram and Locatelli.
I
Don't you dare fucking get that out of there.
I don't
Get
want
that
to
out of there
see
right
this
the fuck
shit.
now.
Okay. I just said, is this what you want?
Nope. You have Nico Gonzalez and Kenan Yildiz that can play as an actual number 10. And Coop can step the fuck back into the actual midfield.
We've enraged the Canadian.
Yeah, this would be most likely it, I think, as well. Yeah.
Like I said,
Well,
deuce
I
on
think
hat
it-
trick.
Well, we're
The-
definitely gonna play Thuram as well because Lillian had a conversation with Igor as well.
I guess.
Oh,
okay.
so fantastic. Thanks, journalists.
So we're
fucking
gonna play
helpful.
favorites again, or
Yeah.
No, well, I guess there was a bit of a joke there. Lillian's like, "You can slap my son if he doesn't behave or whatever." Ha ha ha.
Don't worry. Just be careful. He moans a little bit.
don't know how that will work if a white man slaps. You know,
Hey,
Mer-
this is okay. Hey.
I'm not going to continue.
Jesus Christ. Of course, it's coming from the German.
Well, yeah, that's my suggested lineup. You can check that with I don't know, Di Marzio and all the other guys.
check it.
Di
check with Di
Gregorio in
Gregorio.
goal, Vega, Gatti, Kalulu, 3-man backline, McKennie and Weah wing-backs. Luka in the midfield, Thuram and or Coop minus, I'm not sure, sorry. As the 8 yield is 10, and Colomuani and Vlahovic striker duo. That's my prediction.
I can't wait till Pinsolio starts because he was able to do more laps faster while hacking a dart. Oh boy. Yeah, so that's it for the week. We're obviously going to be here on Saturday for the match. So that is the last broadcast we will have in the messed up time warp of America changing their clocks without the Europeans doing it. Like Sunday, we go back to normal. We're going back to the 6-hour spread. So it's going to be 1:00 match Eastern time, which would be 6 p.m. European time.
Isn't the game on Saturday?
Yeah, I said that.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant okay, Sunday because
Yeah,
of
so
Florida, then
Sundays,
that
like this
would
is
be
the
normal.
last
Yeah,
time it's
yeah,
weird, and then
okay.
on Sunday we can go back to normal times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to feel weird and messed up
Yeah.
about things anymore.
And most likely my new setup on Sunday. I
Ooh,
will
his new
move
setup.
to my other nicer room.
Yeah, no, my new setup's been awesome.
Hey,
This bag.
yours is beautiful, man. As dark as your soul.
Mhm.
I know.
So
Gotta get
this
the
is
headboard
gonna
for motivation.
this is actually good incentive now because this video is coming out before the After Dark, which we actually recorded yesterday this week. Dash has a lot of spare time. You can find out why if you are a member. That's going to be released Friday or Saturday, depending when I actually have the time to upload it and do all the jazz. But you guys will get it early. Everyone else is going to be midnight, front of the clock, Sunday into Monday. That's when you get it. So it's right there Monday morning for your driving to work. And Dash, it's the first part of the segment. He explains why he's broadcasting from under the sheets.
You can finish. You're good. Wait, what? No.
All right, boys, we done with this one?
No, we're done with this one.
All
We're
right, let's
done,
roll her out. It's your cue, Dash. You're the
Oh, I'm
outro.
supposed to do the outro. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe, and see you guys. The guys will see you Saturday.
Just asking for a happy ending, man. You're getting one.